Love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. And they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
When they put the ball on J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens. And a good catch there by Mark Andrews, and many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down by
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 29, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Andre Roberts now to return it. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, L.A. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
17, Chargers 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing is Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Ravens receivers are ranked last in receptions and receiving yards each of the last 2 years. Thus, the pick of Rashad Bateman at the University of Minnesota. He was their first-round pick, number 27 overall, and they expect to see more catches and more first downs from that young man.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now it's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Jackson on first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And Sammy Watkins is in his 8th NFL season. Spent the last 3 in Kansas City and won a Super Bowl there. Really excited about the opportunity to bond with quarterback Lamar Jackson. Makes a nice catch there.
Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Tucker's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. He'll buy some time right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st and 10, Herbert eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Jackson on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, Eckler. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now Jackson. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10, and he'll be out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Roberts now on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Though they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.